Hey everyone, today I'm going to do a general collective read based on our soul's energy assessment. This is just a method I've used that's been super helpful for balancing out our soul energy, both masculine and feminine sides of energy. It's not about genitalia, it's about your energy. Okay, so usually what I do is I pull a context need to know, a where to focus, and an outcome where care is needed pile from each of the masculine and feminine decks, right? And if you'd like to learn more about the decks that I do use, I have done deck reviews on them. So check those out. They should be in the how-to videos, or I might have actually had a separate playlist for the deck reviews and book reviews and anything for the tools that I use, right? Okay. So we'll just get a general idea of where the energy sits, right? Keep in mind, this is a general collective. It may not be your direct energy. It could be something in your field. It could also just not be your energy. It could be for someone else. Okay. It's general. We'll see how this goes. All right. Get some good shuffles going on here. And usually I just free flow based on whatever decks seem, whatever these 6 cards first say. In the context especially, that way you get an idea of what the situation is, and I'll try to identify it as best as possible, okay? Because it could just be soul stuff, it could be 3D stuff, it could be a blend of the two, it could be something that's just a past energy that, you know, has been resolved, it could be something that's still ongoing, you know, you never know what's going to come out, so, all right, and you never know where you're going to be in your, you know, process, so to speak. If you know, some people aren't awakened, some people are in the middle of it, some people are going through their dark nights or their bliss stages or their grounding stages, and yeah, or some are just directly into their purpose for the rest of their life, always awakening, and some are just not there yet. So it's a good gauge of where everybody's at. All right, context need to know, please, spirit, for whom this will resonate for, whenever the time is divine. Please, thank you. Now let's go ahead and pull context, where to focus, and outcome where care is needed. 3 cards, please. 1. Context. Where to focus. Where to focus, please. Righty. And outcome where care is needed. Thank you, darling. And I'll just go ahead and set these up just so I have them ready and not mix them up. I'm going to move this incense, actually. There we go. I have a nice surprise. All right, for the masculine energy. Now, I do read these on the shadow side for more meanings as well. It's a pretty decent deck. It's not the best, but it gets the job done. All right. So it takes a bit of extra effort to shuffle this deck just because I do have carpal tunnel syndrome. It gets a little hard to hold this particular shape of deck to do a proper bridge shuffle, so I have modified it a bit. Okay. Alright, spirit, context need to know for masculine energy, please. Thank you. Where to focus? Alright. And outcome where care is needed. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, so what we have here is we have Sana, cleansing, and Green Man, abundance. For your context need to know. Sana, Inuit, go to water to seek answers, leave worries behind, and rebirth with communion of water. Cleansing is healing. So this is telling me immediately that this is more soul stuff than tangible. Green Man, abundance. Seeds of prosperity, growth will flourish if you keep planting. So you just keep on keeping on with what you need to do. So with this in mind, I will go ahead and pull... No, I will go ahead and roll the dice for Zodiac for some frame of reference, okay? We have Leo, I'm going to put that so you can see it. Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius, and Cancer. Placements anywhere in your chart highly aspected. And the planetary placements will tell you where you're going to be needing to plant seeds or continue planting seeds, or where you need to heal, have rebirth from, right? Okay. Sum it up. All right. So with this in mind, because we do have an Inuit mermaid goddess popping out, we'll go ahead and pull from the mermaids and get some more guidance on this. Give you a little bit more frame of reference, okay? So the energy with these cards, I'm definitely feeling that this is somebody that's already kind of in the middle of a rebirth. I'm going to pull 2 more. Perfect. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right. We have love. That could be also self-love. We have dreaming, which talks about following your intuition and paying attention to dreams and insights. And gentleness, which talks about just being gentle with yourself and others at this time. Okay, perfect. I will go ahead and get some context on this with the Kipper. Just basic context. In case there's a situation that you're rebirthing from, right? Or that someone around you in the energy is rebirthing from. And then we'll move on to where to focus. Come on, Spirit. Get some context. All right. Could be involving a middle-aged main female, number 2. I usually assess the age on this one, I don't know, like late 20s, early 50s, somewhere in between. Could be a gift or a blessing, something that happened around a birthday or will, for timing. Could just also be a divine blessing. Spiritual upgrade is what I'm seeing with that. Rebirth tends to bring you those. And those usually tell you what your new beginning are, but you might need to be practicing or using it at this time. As Sana says, go to water for healing. You'll have some very, not just healing experience, you'll also have some transformative experience as well. And by the looks of things, if you have Cancer in your chart, there you go. It'll kind of give you an idea of where it's going to head to, right? Okay. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. That's how I've always kind of assessed these things. It's just like, where's my Cancer in my chart? All right, so where to focus? We have, I'm going to go ahead and use this here. We have Bridget, inner peace, and Ganesha, obstacles, but the shadow side. Bringing in peace and serenity. If you're going through difficulty, you'll be through it soon. Follow the trail to a joyful rebirth. Ganesha talks about obstacles being removed or placed for a good reason. Talks about inviting a drama-free life, breaking writer's block, peace in households. This definitely feels more like a divine obstacle that's been placed, which just basically means a change in direction that's for your highest good. That's not too bad. Let's get some more advice on that one. Moonology. Just face value, Spirit. A face message. Some clues as to this trail that needs to be followed for rebirth. Change in course and direction. Where to refocus gaze. Where would they find this upgrade? All right. Okay. Supermoon. Emotions are running high. So heart space. It's in your heart space. Soul guidance. The time to give rather than to take. New moon in Virgo. Check your Virgo placements. And a personal issue reaches a solution. Okay. This could be something having to do with a purpose of service, that sort of thing. And we'll also pull from animal spirit guides. See if there's any other clues. Spirit we have for us at this time, for who this is going to resonate for. And one more. This keys. All right. We have Tortoise. You're too fragmented. Do whatever it takes to get grounded. Tiger. You're being called upon to provide leadership. So trust that you're capable of doing so. Grounded usually refers to something like earthy, right? Okay. So maybe there's some earthy practice that you're going to provide some leadership on. Elk, Wapiti. Stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what, and others will treat you with the respect that you deserve. Okay. Outcome where care is needed. And we're going to go ahead and use this for that. We have Eos, light, and Kiernonos, shape-shifting. All right. Eos basically talks about if you're feeling aimless, the light will be shown to you soon. There we go. That fits. See if I missed anything with her. Yep. If feeling aimless, no worries. Your intuition will show you the way soon. Kiernonos on the shadow side. Sometimes it's just a continuation at the top. So shape-shifting. Transition, change flowing through you, either career, identity, or authentic self, or at least the realization of who you truly authentically are. So this definitely feels like it could be coming out of ego death, rebirth oriented, possibly. Work with the environment, not against it. So go with the flow, okay? Any healing you need to do, just go ahead and do that, because grow plus flow equals glow. All right. Kiernonos also talks about a dietary change to honor the animals earth. I usually take that as just eat something more vegetarian for a couple days. That maybe that's applicable and might actually help you. That might actually help with some of your DNA repair issues if you are going through ascension symptoms. Okay, look that up if you need to. Christina Lopes has a really good video about talking about the ascension symptoms and kind of tell you why it's happening that way and gives you some tips, right? So, and she's a doctor. So there's also Mark Hyman and a couple others too. I've bookmarked somewhere in playlists and things as well. So what I'm going to do, guidance-wise, if that's the case, let's break out the chakras and I'll read you from the book. And that'll be our final card pull for this. For advice regarding this need at this time is joyful rebirth. Okay, Bridget says it's joyful, so go with the flow, right? All right, Spirit. What chakra advice do we have? Just one card, please, regarding this. Okay, I guess we have two. That's perfectly okay. You have 15 self-mastery and 14 inner strength. Somewhat of a progression or degression depending on how you view it, where you're at, okay? All right, self-mastery, solar plexus chakra. You pulled this card today to let you know this is a powerful time to manifest self-mastery. Life is constantly offering us lessons which give us the opportunity to grow and expand our soul. You're being called at this time to master your gifts. The key is to focus your energy on what you would like to master and don't give up until you have embodied it fully. It takes commitment and motivation to create self-mastery. However, with consistency and time, it will come to fruition. Be blessed, being blessed. Oh, that's exactly what Kronos was talking about too, right? Okay. Being blessed with this card today indicates that you're already on your way to mastering your gifts. Have you doubted yourself lately in a particular aspect of your life, resulting in frustration? Know that the current challenges you are undergoing are doorways to self-mastery. Make sure not to lose focus or give up hope, as mastery is inevitable. To master something requires courage and love, and now is the time to give your full attention and presence to your gifts. You're being encouraged to look at your life's mission, plant the seeds required to bring you closer to your soul's path, stay motivated, and dance in the mastery of yourself. 14. Inner strength, also solar plexus. You have pulled this card as a reminder that it's time to call on your inner strength. You have the ability to deal with anything in your life. We are all part of the universe, which has magnificent power and energy available to us at all times. You are being invited to connect to, acknowledge, and call upon the incredible strength that lies within you. Life may be challenging for you at present, and you're reminded that you have the tools and the ability to conquer anything that comes your way. Whether it is an emotional, physical, mental, or spiritual challenge, know that you have the strength to move through it and come out at the other end empowered. It's time to trust that you're strong enough and courageous enough to move through this difficult time and learn some powerful life lessons. The universe is always giving you opportunities to build inner strength. It is up to you to take on the challenge and rise from the ashes. You may be required to look at your situation from a different point of view, or even be willing to let go of some old belief systems that are weakening your inner strength. Whatever it is you are being guided to do, make sure to listen and put it into action. You have the courage of a lion, and it is time to roar and embrace this part of you in its totality. And with that said, you might want to check the latest Jupiter retrograde assessment as well as the latest Ascended Master Sekhmet message as well. That definitely resonates with this. All right, guys, you have a good one. All right. Be blessed. Blessed be.